global ethical issues. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define global ethics, outline the global ethical issues. From the era of 18th century, due to globalization and economic interdependence, the human society has experienced a dramatic revolution in technology across the world. Identifying no way to escape, we have started to live in a globalized economy, and it has forced us to live in a global village. Consequently, human society faces many challenges to tackle: social, economic, environmental, and ethical problems globally, and has termed it as global issues. Here comes the concept of global ethics. Global ethics is an area of critical ethical inquiry and justification of global values and moral issues. There are many global issues. The ethical disputes craft is one of the major problems in each of those global issues. Let's understand each domain and its related ethical issues one by one. The various domains are business, corporate social responsibility, information technology, environment, bioengineering, research, media, and intellectual property rights. Let us look at business ethics. Business ethics examines ethical principles and problems that arise in all aspects of business conduct, ranging from an individual to the entire organization of the business environment. Every corporate entity should formulate an ethical policy for its own functions, covering various issues related to its business along with social responsibility. Corporates have to consider many factors such as political, economic, social, technological, organizational culture, and management structure for framing good finance and corporate governance policies. But the misconception of business and ethics are poles apart and do not go together, which itself is a big ethical issue. In business, the major global ethical issues are governed by corporate governance, finance and accounting, corporate social responsibility. Corporate governance is the system of rules, practices, and processes based on ethical policies by which a company is directed for successful business. Corporate governance must observe transparency in its business policies, plans, and ensure integrity in communication mechanisms. In continuation of corporate governance, the next governing factor is accounting in business. Financial accounting is the field of accounting concerned with the summary, analysis, and reporting of financial transactions pertaining to a business. Businesses must follow well laid out accounting norms and unbiased financial auditing, considering them as a great social responsibility. Now, let's learn what is corporate social responsibility, known as CSR, and its related ethical issues. The ever-increasing role of human society has influenced companies to act in an economic and socially sustainable way. The emerging concept of CSR goes beyond charity and requires integrated technological, social, and ethical concerns into companies' business process. CSR is the moral responsibility of the corporate entity, while doing ethical business, to achieve the goals and share its prosperity with the society at large for its own good. But the issue arises when CSR is wrongly understood by most of the corporates. Going one step forward, corporates use CSR as a tool for business development, bypassing its real purpose. And also, it is unethical to tail CSR blindly without analyzing the business environment and its related situation. The best comes from the International Organization for Standardization's Guidance Standard on Social Responsibility ISO 26000, published in 2010. Provides guidance in defining, implementing, and promoting socially responsible behavior through its policies for all types of organizations. Now, let's discuss what is environmental ethics and its related ethical issues. The Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy defines environmental ethics as the discipline that studies the moral relationships of human beings to, and also the values and moral status of the environment and its non-human contents. The major ethical problem concerned is overpopulation and anthropocentrism. Due to this, disputes like waste disposal and e-waste, land, air and water pollution, global warming, ozone depletion trends the way to the end of the world. It's in our hand to mitigate these crises and to develop, adopt, monitor, and transfer environment-friendly technologies to developing societies. Now let's study what is information technology or computer ethics, known as IT ethics, and its related ethical issues. Computer ethics is defined as the procedure and practices that govern computing technology without violating the moral values of any entity. Even though computers have become ubiquitous tools, massively benefiting humanity, it acts as one of the major sources towards cyber crimes. Cybercrime is defined as a crime where a computer is used as a tool to commit a crime or offense. Cybercrime is a growing concern for information security professionals. Data Security Council of India, that is DSCI, classifies cybercrimes as cyber stalking, illegal hacking, online fraud, invading privacy, pornography, software piracy, spoofing, and virus dissemination. Many ethical issues arise every now and then due to cyber crimes. They are use of computers for invasion of privacy and to spy on people, extracting sensitive information from other computers, hacking to steal data, money, etc. Now, let's learn what is media ethics and its related ethical issues. Global media ethics deals with the specific ethical principles and standards of media for the practice of journalism in an age of global news media. Even though international associations of journalists declare global code of principles, they are yet to be adopted by most journalists and news organizations. Media face a range of ethical issues on a regular basis. With an urge to be the first and exclusive, media sometimes sensationalize unauthenticated news. Truthfulness and avoiding conflicts of interest requires a commitment from the journalists and their organizations. Even though media plays the information role, it should respect the privacy of individuals. The greater probability of bad elements getting into media must be avoided by following the ethical code of conduct. Now, let's discuss what is bioethics and its related ethical issues. Bioethics is defined as the analysis of ethical questions arising out of the relationship among life sciences, medicine, law, politics, and religion. Bioethics accounts for many global issues like abortion, euthanasia or mercy killing, surrogacy or substitute motherhood, genetic engineering, cloning, and healthcare issues. The question here is not about legal or illegal, but it's all about ethical or unethical. For example, who gave right to take the life of a child or any person in name of mercy? On what basis one should decide that life is not worth living? Are we playing God when we use cloning to reproduce humans? Is research in cloning an ethical process? Now, let's study what is research ethics and its related ethical issues. Research ethics is defined as ethics of planning, conducting, and reporting of research following the research norms and code of conduct. Research is a double-edged sword. Researchers must be aware of results, benefits, and dangers. Any material can be used for both constructive and destructive purposes. For example, Nuclear energy can be used to produce electricity and also nuclear weapons. Useful research should be done observing accountability, conflict of interest, human and animal subjects protection. Researchers must have a high level of honesty, integrity, and transparency in publishing the research outcome, following ethical standards and code of conduct. Now, let's learn what is intellectual property rights, known as IPR, and its related ethical issues. Intellectual property rights can be defined as the right to the creation of one's mind or intellect in any area of literature, fictional works, scientific inventions, technology, etc. IPR refers to the legal ownership and protection of invention, traditional symbols against unauthorized imitation by means of patents, trademarks, copyrights, industrial designs, and geographical territories. IPR enables the inventor to claim exclusive rights and exploit their creations commercially. Few of them are patenting traditional innovations of uneducated local workmen by transnationals that results in piracy of national biodiversity. Trading pirated and fake goods threatens health, safety, and security of consumers worldwide. By means of various domains, globalization has developed the human society in many aspects, but it has rooted many global ethical issues. It's all in our hands to mitigate all these issues by means of a balanced and sustainable growth. It's our utmost responsibility to ensure a peaceful future by saving the globe, which is of course our natural home. Summary. That brings us to the end of the lesson. From this lesson, we have learnt about the different global ethical issues.